Hello and welcome to Tarot Sherpa. I'm Christine and today I will be reading to you from the Deviant Moon Tarot by Patrick Valenza. I've already given these cards a really thorough shuffle, and what we are going to do today is the Lunatic spread, which is a spread that Patrick Valenza includes in the mini booklet that comes with the deck. Now I've just completed a review of this deck, so if you are interested in the cards and seeing them one by one, I will put a link to that in the description box below. All right, let's see where we are and where we are going. All right, card number one, 10 of Cups. There's the 10 of Cups. So card number one position is the present, or where we are at this point of time. And so when we look at the 10 of Cups, so look with me, please. As we're looking here, we have we've got this whole happy family situation, which is typical for most 10 of Cups cards in tarot decks. Children, parents, multiple generations, a sense of emotional fulfillment in the 10 of Cups. So 10s are very interesting, though, in that 10s are typically the beginning of a new cycle. 10s indicate the successful completion of one thing and the preparation of moving into something else. So something has been very emotionally fulfilling. And now it's time to actually look ahead and see what more. I had to put the book on the floor there. I wanted a little more space on the tables. Apologies for that. So this is the present. So let's look at the past. Let's go, how did we get here? Let's talk about that. Okay, so we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So the 9 of Pentacles, short story with that is usually it's indicative of having some sort of success through discipline. Well, if you look at this little 9 of Pentacles lady, she appears to be successful, but you're not really sure how she did that since she doesn't have any arms. So is it something that she inherited, or is it something that she was able to work out in another means other than physical, more of a mental success? But we're here in the reverse. So thinking of things in the reverse for the 9 of Pentacles, it may mean something more inherited. Not necessarily that a person had to do anything arduous to get to this point. There was a base level of success prior to reaching this. Didn't have to start from ground zero. Was maybe on another tier there. Okay. Subconscious influences. Subconscious influences. The Empress in reverse. So subconscious influences of the Empress in reverse can actually mean maybe there's been some difficulties with females in your family, with the caregivers or nurturers. Typically those are women, not always. Sometimes that does fall to the young members of the family, the masculine. But this is definitely feeling cut off. Especially since we have a couple of female characters here together. This may be a success in spite of where you came from. You may be successful and you didn't have such a great start, didn't have a lot of support, but you managed to make it through. So let's continue. So subconscious influences. This is something that's eaten at you. Not having some support, like emotional support. Not having that nurturing. Okay, Secret Desires and Wishes is card number 4, and that's going to come up as the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is our student card. This is our learner. This is our seeker. So in Secret Desires and Wishes, this is just acknowledging that you have that you are seeking something. So you have some emotional fulfillment here, and this is great. This is great. You've possibly made lemonade out of lemons here. But You're still seeking something more. And you can kind of see that this little character has a lot of dichotomies. He's got like, you know, one red high heel and then one black shoe on. Just a very fancy cape, but it's a very rusty body. Just a lot of, you know, dichotomies going on. And that can be indicative of not being really sure what it is that you want, but you know that there's something out there that you're looking for. Okay. That's card number 4. Let's see if I can orient towards the camera a little bit better. Okay. Card number 5, Hidden Forces. Temperance in reverse. So this can mean having a tendency to go to extremes. Temperance is in the upright position, you know, usually looking for some kind of balance, to take those extremes of life and to mellow them out, to mix them together, to find a middle path. But in this case, the hidden forces, the unseen powers that affect you, the force majeure, some may say, is this lack of temperance. May not be on your part, maybe being on the part of people around you. Could be a dramatic situation, or people who thrive on drama. Drama kings and queens make me crazy, so that could be a problem that you have. Or you could be the drama mama in this, and trying to get some things stirred up. Maybe trying to confront some issues or something. Let's keep going. Events yet to come. Here's where we get exciting. The devil in reverse. So the devil in reverse kind of indicates perhaps being stuck on something that would be better let go of. So the devil can represent the negatives in our life. It can represent the addictions. It can represent the doubts, the fears, the things that eat on you, the worries, the sense of self, or an overinflated sense of self, feeling like you are not appreciated or something like that. But we're taking this guy in reverse. So you feel like you're stuck in some of that. You may be stuck in doubt or fear, or hooked on, and when I say addictions, yes, that can mean a substance, it can mean a medication, or it can mean a set of emotions that you keep perpetuating in yourself and you can't let go. That's what's going on here, is having difficulty letting go. Yet to come, huh? Surrounding environment. What's in your environment? 9 of Swords in reverse. So there's worry, but it's worrying about other people. You are stuck on, here you can look at it upright. He's got this little demon muncher on his shoulder there, and demon's munching on him, and he's munching on his hands or her, or whatever. The figures mostly are generic enough. You can see yourself in just about anything that he's provided for us. But so worrying, this usually means generic worrying about things that affect you. Flip it around, you're worrying about people around you. You're worried about other people. Now, what are you worried about other people? Let's find out. Let's see how that's affecting this whole fear and doubt situation that you seem to find yourself stuck in. Could it be the people that, have influence over you? Yeah. Maybe your secret desire, the people who you have influence over, your subconscious influences, events yet to come, hidden forces, events yet to come, hidden forces, events yet to come. So maybe you're not worried now, but there's potential you could be if you don't let something go. Okay. Let's proceed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, surrounding environment. Okay. Events yet to come. Surrounding environment. Influence of others. Influence of others. 2 of Swords. A sense of indecision, a sense of fighting against oneself. If you want to look at it in the upright position here, the conscious and the unconscious in a deadlock with one another. Same origin, same person, but an inner conflict. in reverse, not knowing how to resolve this inner conflict. And this is the influence of others. Now that's interesting. So this could be inquiring into your circle of friends, where there is conflict within the circle or the family. Spiritual forces. Spiritual forces. What are the spiritual forces here? Four of Swords. So spiritual forces is a Four of Swords here in the position of spiritual forces is indicating the need to rest your mind. So swords are the suit of mental activity, of intellectualism, of logic. And this things together, we've got a lot of swords going on here. This is all intellectual, mental constructs going on. This is all things that all things that are existing inside your head. This is not anything that's materialized yet in the physical world. This is all very mental activity. This is all so the spiritual forces. Yeah, this is definitely need to rest. This card here is really the antithesis of this. You could be worried very greatly about somebody else for whatever reason. If it's somebody you care about or somebody you feel that is antagonistic to you, whatever this is, and I certainly see a tendency towards antagonism here that's unresolved, but there's a need to let it rest, to give yourself some peace of mind, to kind of let some things go there. If you're dealing with antagonistic people, there's some wonderful YouTube psychologists out there who I love to listen to, and they're always talking about ways to disarm people who are antagonistic by just not rising to the bait. And finally, here we are with the final outcome, the culmination of events. This is great because this is the answer. This is, like I said, not rising to the bait, but even better, this is the Four of Wands. And so we're looking at a position of stability. And that may be what is going to get you through, even though things emotionally are very fulfilling. There's a lot of other difficulties going on. This is a good, strong foundation. It is a place of accomplishment. It's not the end of the journey. It's a 4, after all. You think that's kind of in the middle of the journey from Ace to 10. But it's a really great foundation. And it's people that you want to work with, people that are on your side, that are helping you create this nice, stable foundation. Now, Wands also, since this is a Wands card, and it's the only Wands card that has appeared in this reading, Wands are typically signs of creativity, excitement, motivation, ambition, passion. So there are people who are interested in your motivations and your creativity and what you're making, what you're doing, and they want to be part of that. So that comes out in the end of all of this struggle. So really points to kind of work on for yourself. Whenever I see the Devil card, that's always a time to reflect and see where you're stuck. To see where are you stuck? Where are some sticking points? Emperor, okay. There's a little tyranny going on. 9 of Cups, Page of Wands. Okay. So looking at the stuck point here with the Devil being that in those hidden forces, events yet to come, sorry. That's why I don't like laying things out in a circle too often. I lose my place too easily. Okay, Events yet to come, the devil. Okay. The future, in, as anything that is unseen, can either be exciting or frightening. And there seems to be a little bit of uncertainty because we have this Nine of Cups here, which is in some books they call it the wishing card. As you see here, we have like this nice, genie from the magic lamp preparing to grant a wish. But does this character know what they want? Because there's also that, be careful what you wish for. Don't wish for things that you don't want. You might think you want it until you realize some of the consequences that go along with it. So getting through this period of stuckness, of being afraid or being doubtful or being hooked on a set of emotions that is not productive for you. Emperor in reverse. Emperor in reverse is a tyrant. I mean, this is the kind of jackass you just don't want to be having to spend time with, and you certainly don't want to be this. So the idea is to kind of push past whatever tyranny you are experiencing in your life. And you can't just necessarily wish it. You have to do a little bit of work. You got our little page who's used his creativity to get across the ice using some stilts. Symbolic of using your ingenuity to get through a situation that may not be, this could be very well the origin. Somebody could be causing you to doubt yourself. Could be, somebody at work that has power, or somebody in your family that is very influential and they're giving you a hard time. So it does take a little bit of creativity to get through this situation. But it's okay to think out of the box. Wishing it away isn't going to really work. But if you can use kind of this concept to really isolate how you want your situation to resolve itself, and then brainstorm some creative situations to get to that, then you might be able to bypass some of this internal frustration, be able to let some of this stuff go, and then get over to this point where you are creating a nice stable foundation with your motivations and ambitions and creativity. So, yeah, so there's some, you're starting from a good place. And it may have been very difficult for you to get there. You may not have got a whole lot of support, but you made it. You're still seeking greater knowledge. If it's this good, how good can it get? Can it get better? And I always think that there's always room for improvement. Yeah, hidden forces. Hidden forces might be a little bit extreme. Might be time to kind of push some boundaries there as far as hidden forces. And yeah, there's some doubt about doing that. There's some doubt, and this person could be a huge impediment. I wouldn't say an impasse. This person could be a very big impediment. But if you want to get around it, you can with some creative ingenuity here. Don't let yourself get stuck in these mental constructs. It could be drama either within or without. Worrying about other people. Maybe you're worrying about what other people will think. If you're going against this person here, oh my gosh, I got to get away from this. What are people going to think? It's like you have to let it go. You have to give it a rest. You can't worry about what other people are going to think. You have to live your life the very best that you can live. And other people may not understand what you're going through because all they see is this. They see this big happy family, like, what are you going through? What can you possibly, this looks great. Why are you so worried? There are some things that you'll be able to let go of, and some things that you just need to find a creative solution to. But once you do that, and maybe this reading's helped you say, hey, yes, I can use my creative solutions, and there they are. Boom. The creative solutions have presented themselves into a nice, stable situation. Yeah, and we can start from someplace that looks very great, but everything changes. That's the one constant in life is change. Changes are temporary, but change isn't. So as things move on, don't get too stuck on that. Don't get too stuck in the past. Be like, yep, I have arrived from a rocky place. But even you're looking forward. You're looking to the future. You're looking what else needs to be manifest. And so it might be a little bit of time to rock the boat here. Come up with some creative ideas. Stop worrying about what other people are going to think or the internal conflict. Just let that go and build your foundation. Okay? All right. So I'm feeling pretty good about that reading. I think that's really good advice for a lot of situations. A lot of situations that can apply to. Don't let the bastards get you down. That's a big lesson, and that's kind of it's a strong theme going through some of these cards. And you haven't had all the support that perhaps you deserved, but you are seeing it through, and you do have people that support you. Just don't worry about the people that don't support you. Just say, okay, let it go. Find the team, find the people, the friends, the family, the coworkers, the company, whatever, that is going to be supportive of that idea. And then you'll be able to build on that wherever you're going with this. Okay? All right. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.